So I'm on part two now because I lost visual. So for everyone who thinks I'm a dick in Kick, you know, here's your proof. Proof be your pudding right here. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, I never said that I was 100% accurate. I never said that I was right completely, but I do know that once or twice, here's some lanterns without Batman. You know, let me make sure I read the byline so that everyone knows that you know what year this came out. This came out in 1981. It's right down there. Can you see it? Deep left, right there. 1981. So, you may think I'm a dick, but I'm telling you what I know. I know specifically that I had a comic book way back when I was a kid where I can't remember if it was a crossover or not, but Batman, and I don't know what universe, was once the Green Lantern. And maybe even twice if you count The Brave and the Bold. But this has pissed off a young lady, so now I have to hunt for this book or something close enough to the proximity to let everyone know that I'm not 1,000% a dick. You know, we got some classic Green Arrows. You know, you guys are an Arrow fan, you're watching the show, she'll be back next week. We got some Shogun Warriors with the Fantastic Four. You got some Spider-Man team-ups, or my favorite titles, Marvel team-ups, where you put Spider-Man and Wasp and them together. Oh, let me read the byline, because y'all might not believe what year this came out. And you probably still think that I'm an absolute dick. You would be correct. I am an absolute dick. But I'm not always wrong. So this came out way back in the heyday of a good old 1977. I was 4. You got the TV for like the 3rd time. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends stuff. So those, why I said the TV sensations. Here's your Marvel Deluxe Edition of stuff. I know I need to bag these things, and I will. I just hadn't gotten around to it. Once upon a time, there were days with playing cards like this. That was pretty awesome. Now, here's some comics that you probably haven't heard of. So I'm going to bring them to fruition for you, because they're comics that I inherited that I never heard of. So here we have Now Comics. That's the Terminator. See that? And now we have Ninja Outcast by Matrix Graphic Series. Gaijin. So he might be a white dude under that. Yang by a company I can't pronounce, but it looks like Quarton or whatever. And then he's back. So you see he has his own saga, so it's not just Marvel, you know. And you have this guy from Eclipse Comics. I don't know who the hell PC Comics is, but they clearly have no qualms with nudity. So, like I said, you know, I have inherited comics, but I also have read them. And I know for a fact that there have been comics that I have read before most of the people in this group that I pissed off was born. But you're gonna love this surprise. It's a really big surprise. Ooh, a couple of them actually. So, guess what? I'm going to pull them out. Like, right about. Let me get this last one here. Now. Alright. So, Star Comics had Thundercats. I don't know when Star Comics came out, so this has got to be a newer comic book. Oh, fucketh me. This thing says 1985. So maybe they were Star Comics before they were a cartoon. The cartoon didn't come out until like 87. But here's all the Thundercats. Ho! Thundercats. Ooh, ooh, my favorites. Also from Star Comics. Silverhawks. And now, last I heard, Marvel had acquired this group of comics, but we're going to go with it. But this is Flash Gordon from Whitman. Make sure it says Whitman, not White Man. And one of my favorite cartoons, which Marvel also acquired from Star Comics, The Defenders of the Earth. And for you DC fans, which totally blew me away when I saw this, Masters of the Universe, He-Man. Now more Defenders of the Universe, Defenders of the Earth, excuse me. I had to put the He-Man one back down so that they don't get mixed up. There's more He-Man. And one of the best cartoons of 1986 to 87, Robotech from Comico. And also, if you missed that byline right there, as seen on TV. They probably added a little bit more to it with it. But there's Scott Bernard. This came out in 86, so about the same time that the cartoon came out, unless this came out before the cartoon, because Harmony Gold made the TV series. More He-Man, more He-Man, more He-Man, more He-Man, more He-Man. I believe Star Comics is probably a off-brand of Marvel. Here's AC Comics. I've never heard of the Paragon, or whatever the hell that says. Captain Paragon. I've never heard of him. Now we got a long time old hero. You won't believe who it is. Judge Dredd. Let's see if you guys know about Judge Dredd. What year did he come out? Here's the byline. It's got to be on this page over here. He came out in 1984 in big bold letters. Judge Dredd. Cartoon that definitely came out a long, long time ago. Star Blazers. Again from Comico. It's a Japanese adaptation of their cartoon with the U.S. Yamato. No, it's a good comic. No, because it was a great cartoon. You know you can do more. Here's a comic book I've never heard of, and then I have heard of at the same time. Malibu Comics. They did Stealth Force. I don't really remember them, so clearly that came out in a time when I could barely read also. Plus they're in black and white. So, like I said, I'm not 1,000% a dick. This came out in 1987. I'm pretty sure it was cheaper to come out in black and white. Then we got Midnight Tales, excuse me. And this is from Charlton Comics. I've never heard of them. Well, like I said, I inherited them. Johnny Quest from Camco. Johnny Quest. Ooh, ooh, for all you DC fans. Ooh, that was a close one. Smallville. Let's see. What year did it come out? Martha. It came out in 1987. See the byline? So for those who don't think I don't have a lot of comic book knowledge, newsflash, being 44, I got a little bit of knowledge. Yeah, it might not be fully accurate, but I do have that little bit of knowledge. So, I'm seeing stuff that I don't remember. I'm seeing DC and stuff. Yeah. And everything in these boxes are from the 80s. Everything. Including Firestone. So, like I said, I'm not trying to be a douche. This is what you young people will call physical fact checking. Because apparently, my knack for pissing people off transcends the internet. Okay. So this box is falling apart. But it has some Marvel in it. West Coast Avengers. Iron Fist. Star Ears. Fall to the Brave. Moon Knight. I honestly don't remember nothing about Moonlight. Night, excuse me. Like ethnicity or anything like that. Red Sonja. Red Sonja. Red Sonja. Sorry, I'm showing y'all the same one over again. That's a Red Sonja. Ooh. You guys are gonna like this. You're gonna like this really, really well. Because I don't know what the rest of them are, but look, Scarlet Witch and Vision. It's Scarlet Witch and Hercules and all those guys. And here's another Moon Knight. Put him back there behind Red Sonja. Now apparently the magazines got turned around instead of how they should have been, which is probably mostly my fault. And once I get the chance to get off my ass and make a difference in the world, Conan the King. Everything in my hand right now is Conan the King. So we're going to squeeze Conan the King's ass back from which he came. For as close to possible. I don't even remember this guy, but apparently he has a comic book. Starfire, Teen Titans. You know what? I'm just gonna put Conan ass in here because it's causing me too much strife trying to get this shit back to normal. Alright, so Starfire, Teen Titans Spotlight. And that came out in the good old year of... Where's the fucking year? 1986. So it's in the corner there, 1986. Let's put Starfire back on in here. My news is starting to run. The Micronauts. Conan's daddy, Call. Pretty sure Call the Conqueror was another 80s thing. Yep. 84. Like I said, I might not be 1,000% right, but I sure as hell am not 1,000% wrong. I don't know what the hell that is. Get in here. DC Star Hunter and Blackhawks over on that side. To be honest, I never heard of Star Hunter, but I would gladly play him if you guys want to give me a job. DC, like Marvel's Strange Tales or Marvel Tales, did Showcase. For those who don't remember Showcase, the talent of new artists and new characters. Probably also had the same issue at Marvel about rights and royalties. They also did Star Squadron, which is also an 80s product. There will be very few 90s books in this collection. Very few. Like I said, 84. So over there where my freaking index fingers are. On this side, down there. And so, yeah, it's disturbing me. Because I don't like being wrong. But I also don't like being called out on it. You know, Justice, this is Marvel. No. Or Javistis. I can never say it right. He's also an 80s product. Let me double check that, just in case you guys think I'm being a douche. 86. So, you know, Marvel also has some DOAs, or DP7s, or whatever the hell you want to call them. They're fairly decent comics. But Marvel also did movie comics. The Raiders of the Lost Ark, excuse me. Which came out in 1981. Alright? So like I said, I wasn't trying to be a douche to the young lady. I'm just making a point that, you know, I've been reading comics just a tiny bit longer than her. Punisher. Let's see when this came out. 1988. Now, I don't have any war journals. Or at least not in these boxes. Because like I said, I inherited these. Now, in my own comic book collection, which is in that big blue tub, I had a couple of war journals. I also had some war journals stole from me. So, just to get that out the way, some more Firestorm. No. But here's a good one. You guys will like this. Captain Canuck. Marvel currently has him now, I believe. So, let's see what year did he come out. Captain Canuck came out in 1980. Just so that you guys know that I'm not a douche. There's also a Captain Carrot. I believe he's DC. I won't swear to it, because without book in hand, you know. Some what ifs. Like I said, you know, you guys know who she is, because I have no idea. I heard of her, but I don't remember who the hell she is. And she came out in 1978. Which means I was just getting my read on. And by then I was still reading Jonah Hex. Let me take these two Scarlet Witches and shit back upstairs, because somewhere along the line I have to find that one set of books that Scarlet Witch and Vision have twin babies in. I kind of wanted to point that out, you know, for the simple fact that I'm not 1,000% wrong, not 1,000% right, but mostly not 1,000% wrong. Let's not be sourceless about the thing that we need to help us enjoy our virtual escape. Sorry, washing machine was shaking. From the reality of the real world. So if we can do that, we can be immortal. Part 2's over. I'll make a part